All right, it is time for something I wait for all week. It is, and I always get it wrong, Friday Fabulous Florida. Florida Fabulous Friday. Let's bring in John Daly. Hi, John Daly. What is it? Fabulous producer
Friday
John
Fabulous
Daly.
Florida.
Friday Fabulous what?
Florida.
Yes, Friday Fabulous
It's
Florida.
The same
time for
adverb in
Friday
my title.
Fabulous Florida.
There is a gigantic alligator in my kitchen.
A look at the weirdest stories from our weirdest state.
You know, I love this segment so much. I live for it all week, wait for it, and then I can never, even since Station X days, I can never get the FFFs in the right order.
You know, you can write it out and put it right above your camera.
You think I could do that? I should do that. That would make
I
way
used to
too
do
much
that
sense.
for, Pat Thurston so that she would get David Katz's Twitter handle correct.
I don't know what I was brain block. Hi, how are you?
I'm well. I need to mark that this is an auspicious occasion.
Okay.
That you have reached over 10,000 subscribers, and congratulations to Mark, yourself, and Albert and Tony.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. And auspicious would be a ding word.
It is indeed a ding word.
You also missed plethora.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. You're dinging yourself. Excellent. Yeah, that extra ding, that's just for the next one. We'll just ding you early. How's
And
that?
one housekeeping thing. There's only like 305 likes right now, and we have many more viewers. So everyone smash that.
You're really good because I forgot to ask you to like it. It kind of bums me out when I go check out the comments on YouTube and I see how many people have watched the show and like no one thought of just clicking that button. So
Right.
just click the like
It's really
button.
easy.
Yeah, it's easy and it helps us out and we appreciate it. Why not do it? But I'm glad to see you. I love that you join us when you can for the Friday Fabulous Florida. And we have some really good stories we put together. Oh, and by the way, speaking of the 10,000 subscribers, I think, what are we now at, Albert? Is it 10.3, 10.2?
Let me just confirm that. But we were at 10.2 yesterday.
Yeah.
And today we are...
I think it's almost at 10.3.
Yeah, almost at 10.3. So we're 10
Okay.
subscribers away from 10,300.
Okay, so if anybody is with us right now and hasn't subscribed, now's the time. Let's go to 10.3.
All you need is 10 subscribers. You're just looking for 10 subscribers.
Just looking for, find me the 10 subscribers. That's it. That's all we need.
We just need a small investment, and then we'll go from there.
That's so funny. I don't think it gets us anything to have 10,000 subscribers, but it's super
It gets you
exciting.
status.
Yeah, and it means that, what we're trying to do here is appreciated and that people are with us, and it means a lot that people that used to be with us on Station X have come to find us here. So it means, it's kind of a validation that what you're doing is resonating with people. And well, it is Mark. You're saying it's Mark Thompson. It has nothing to do with anyone else.
Yeah. Kind of a big deal.
I have 10,000 subscribers.
Yeah. He's a kind of a big deal. It's the truth. It's the truth. Okay, so let's dig in to these Florida stories because there's this woman. We put some pictures in for you today as well. Here she is. There's this nice lady. There's her mugshot. This woman has tried to apparently pass a drug test with soda and with water.
Ooh, it's a wild idea, but it just might work.
Wait, soda, water, and meth.
The article in the New York Post starts, she'd probably flunk an IQ test as well as a drug test, right? So this Florida woman, Shannon Hunter, tried to pass a court-ordered drug test with a mixture of soda and tap water that she'd hidden inside herself in a pill bottle. I think we all know what that means. She was required last week, Ms. Hunter, to submit a urine sample to probation officers after pleading guilty to felony drug charges in January. Hunter apparently had admitted to charges of possessing painkillers without a prescription and theft, and apparently tried to dupe the officers and pass that drug test, pulled out that little bottle that she had squirreled away in her nether regions, and tried to pass it off.
What, was it carbonated? Is that how they figured it out?
Well, that's what soda water is.
Right.
Carbonated water.
They're there are bubbles in here.
Yeah, I mean, well, maybe it was flat after spending so much time in her,
But painkillers without a prescription, isn't that all of Florida?
I think maybe it is. She was busted after she attempted to use a prescription pill container full of an unknown liquid to pass her analysis. Shannon. She failed the urine test. She then admitted to hiding the pill container inside of herself, according to police. And while many try to pass urine tests, according to this article, with either synthetic urine or urine from a clean individual, Hunter had filled that pill container with soda and tap water, which would have resulted in a failed
Wait, there's
sample.
synthetic urine?
I think so. I think they
How
can.
do they make that?
Yeah.
Factory?
I don't know.
Only in Florida. That's the only place.
There's like it's in the strip mall. It's like synthetic urine. It's like right next to the subway.
But when she filled this little pill bottle with tap water and soda water and then got busted for that, it's really the least of her worries when you look at her history. She has been previously convicted of theft, possession of drug paraphernalia, domestic battery, narcotics possession, driving without a license. So this is just the latest for her.
There's never been anything like
she
this.
She has to fill in her roots as well, so she has a lot on her plate.
Aw, yeah, Shannon, that was not the best and brightest move. So here's another photo for you. There's a man who's been arrested in Florida after dumping 30 mattresses. That's a lot of mattresses.
What?
Look at that. That's high class right there. Dumping 30 mattresses and box springs along Key West Street. You don't want those, so I'm just gonna leave those right here. What do you think about that? Just gonna check those out.
Why would you have that many?
I don't know. Let's find out. Apparently,
It's
this
concerning,
man,
right? Having 30 mattresses.
And what did you do with them? And why didn't you sell them? This man was arrested after deputies say he left more than 30 mattresses and box springs along the street. The waste management for Monroe County told the sheriff's office that bedding weighing more than 1,700 pounds was dumped at Front Street and 4th Avenue. Where's that, John?
Oh, it's right by the Whole Foods.
Absolutely right.
So if you want to get a little rest in, before you go shopping, get a big
little nap before you pick up your organic produce. Yeah. Detectives learned the mattresses came from a Key West hotel. A manager there told deputies he hired Michael Herrera to replace the beds at the hotel. Herrera admitted he dumped the mattresses Monday in hopes that residents would take them and that he would return the following day to remove what was left, according to the sheriff's office.
That's real.
Yeah, so on second thought, I don't think you want to sleep on one of those mattresses.
But he didn't ever return to take the mattresses that people didn't collect, and instead he left them there on the street. So, yeah. Of course, the fine people of Florida, and the sheriff says that I believe better, cleaner, safer streets means better, cleaner, safer neighborhoods, and arresting those who trash our neighborhoods is a top priority.
It was wrong, it was stupid, and I'm trying to be a better person.
Yeah, he's now facing charges.
Russ points out that actually is the back of Whole Foods.
Oh, is that the back of it? Yeah, it is.
Thanks, Russ.
He's been charged now with illegal dumping. All right, so let's go to this story. I'm going to click on this picture. This guy found this massive clam. There it is right there.
What?
It's a big one. This is a man who found a massive clam on the beach, and he was going to turn it into clam chowder. He didn't, though. Apparently, this clam, I'll find out. He might have. This clam turned out to be more than 200 years old. It's big. It's a big thing. He finds this clam. Blaine Parker is his name. He finds this big old clam on the Florida coast, wanted to turn it into clam chowder, but Parker found, he said, from a marine lab that this giant clam was more than 214 years old. So he named it Clam Lincoln because it was also born in 1809, the same year as Abraham Lincoln. Abraham and Clam. And yeah, so they were going to cook it, but they decided to give it a reprieve. He said it was just big enough for 2 servings of chowder. He found the clam over President's Day weekend. That's another reason to name it Clam. So we're going to eat it. We thought about it a while, figured it was probably pretty special. Didn't want to kill it. He told the Tallahassee Democrat.
Get nothing!
So he ended up taking the clam to the Gulf Specimen Marine Lab in Panacea, Florida. Yeah, so he's also a collector for that lab.
You probably don't want to eat aged clam chowder, though.
It's probably pretty tough, I would
ripe.
think.
It's probably ripe.
Yeah, it is a 6-inch, 2.6-pound clam. There you go, Clam Lincoln. That's a Florida story.
Thank you.
Yeah, let me get to the next picture. This next story is kind of disturbing. I'm telling you, this is a Florida man, who's facing charges after allegedly attacking a shark with a hammer on the coastline in Brevard County at the beach there. This 33-year-old Florida man is actually going to face criminal charges after allegedly beating a shark with a hammer in December and then returning it to the ocean. This whole thing was caught on video. We're not showing the video because it's disturbing.
This is a man with anger. This is a man that has resentment towards you.
That's to say the least. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission got involved in investigating this, recommending charges against this man. He's now facing 2 misdemeanor charges. And one is violation of restrictions on possession of prohibited species, failure to return prohibited species unharmed, and a violation of prohibition against harvest, landing, or sale of sharks. So they have now issued a court summons for him.
Sayonara, sucker!
Pretty
And
disturbing.
how did he not see that camera? It's like right in their face.
It seems like it. Maybe they didn't think it was a big deal. But this is a lemon shark, which is a protected species in the state of Florida. You can't fish for lemon sharks. It is prohibited. And there were people witnessing this man's actions, at least 2 witnesses, and they called authorities. So the authorities came out to the beach. They interviewed a man who matched the description that the witness provided. And I guess the man appeared agitated by the questions when the investigators arrived. He said he was fishing at the beach and he caught a shark. But then according to deputies, he admitted that he had struck the shark and then threw it back into the water. I don't know why you would do that. We don't know if the shark survived this attack or not. But this man fishes at this beach all the time. Shark fishing is legal in Florida, not for this specific breed of shark. Lemon sharks among 28 protected sharks in the state of Florida. So, yeah, kind of a brutal situation there with, I don't know why you would do that. Crazy, crazy town is what it seems like to me. This is Sedition Panda.
Wow, that's Florida.
That's Florida.
I don't want to prejudice the jury, but this looks like Florida.
So this is a man. Let's see if I can find the story. Oh no, I hope
this is a man with anger issues.
This is definitely a man with anger issues. I don't know if
This is a man with anger. This is a man that has resentment towards you.
I think I lost the story. I'll tell Albert.
But that doesn't mean that it's a good thing.
But this is a story about a man that was at the January 6th riot at the Capitol, insurrection at the Capitol. And they call him Sedition Panda. And he's from Florida. Let me see if I can bring this story up really quickly.
I put it in your private, in the private chat. It's right there.
Oh, you put it in the private chat? Okay, I'm sorry. I must have deleted one and I deleted the wrong one. What a loser.
Let me guess, he always wanted to be a panda.
He always wanted to be a
panda.
I mean, he does panda well. We'll give him that. Okay, so thank you, Albert, for that. This is Jesse James Runson. He's 37. He lives in Lecanto, Florida, and he was facing charges, according to the Department of Justice, for multiple felonies: assault, resisting, impeding officers, obstruction of law enforcement during an official proceeding, and engaging in physical violence. He was arrested in Florida, made his initial appearance in court on Monday. He was apparently among a mob illegally massed in the Upper West Terrace near the Senate wing door on January 6th. He was seen wearing a panda headpiece and running from the Senate wing door. Officials said he jumped the railing to climb the stairs leading to the parliamentary door. A short time later, he was seen entering the Capitol building and was seen inside of its halls as well. Later, he's shown on video without the panda headpiece, but still with the same shirt and jacket, heading through the parliamentary door in handcuffs. He was seen in the crowd that surrounded the Senate wing door when it was breached for a second time, and he was heard shouting, "Mr. Sedition Panda, get a ram," to ram the door in. that according to police. The Department of Justice said Rumson approached a line of police officers that had formed on the Upper West Terrace in order to begin forcing rioters northward. The case is currently being investigated by the FBI's Jacksonville field office, and police are in with this as well. In the 25 months since January 6th, according to the story from WFLA, more than 985 people have been arrested in nearly all 50 states for crimes related to the breach. So, he's not the only one. We've got some people arrested for being involved in this as well in California. But
people in the chat want to know if he's related to Angry Elmo.
Yeah, he's not related to Angry Elmo. He should be, though. Don't stop and take a picture with Sedition Panda.
Did you say the charge was illegal masking? That's what they're concerned with?
Is it illegal masking? I didn't think so.
I think you had said illegal masking.
Oh, was it illegal masking? I thought it was obstruction, assault.
Okay.
Well,
if you get them in order.
You get them in, yeah. It was assault, resisting, impeding, obstruction during an official proceeding, engaging in physical violence.
Okay.
But not illegal masking. Although, if that's not a charge, maybe it should be illegal masking. It's a pretty good one. I like it.
He made it pretty far and long into the investigations. I bet he thought he made it out with his.
Hey, can you imagine, when he was in the rally, Trump was like, "Where's my Florida delegation?" Oh, there you are.
There you are.
There you are. Florida suit. Representing. Yeah.
Easy to stand out in a crowd. Absolutely. Okay, let's do this next one. This is a Florida man with an AK-47 who posted a video on social media threatening authorities. Never good to, have the evidence on social media. It makes it easy for police, though. This man facing charges after posting a video of himself threatening and yelling obscenities at the Miami-Dade police officers on his social media account. 22-year-old Vernon Kelson threatening threatening in the video on his Instagram page at Get Back Gan Hank. Anyway, he was seen holding the rifle outside the passenger seat window in his moving car by marked Miami-Dade police officers' vehicles. I don't think you're supposed to be wiggling a gun outside the window of a moving vehicle.
It's a wild idea, but it just might work.
In the video, he's repeatedly heard threatening police saying, "If they pull this B, it's over. It's going down." In the press release from Miami-Dade police, officials monitoring social media when they stumble across a video from a known account and linked Kelson to the previous investigation. They didn't disclose what the previous investigation was, but it's not really a surprise. He's been in trouble more than once.
Yeah,
they found him. They arrested him. His charges, here's another list for you. Written threats to kill or do bodily harm, displaying a firearm while committing a felony, carrying a concealed firearm. So they got him on more than one. And the police say law enforcement officers put on their uniforms every day, leave their homes not knowing if they'll return. I will not tolerate, according to the sheriff, in any way, any threat to my officers or anyone bearing the badge on their chest. I will make available all resources of the Miami-Dade Police Department to bring those individuals to justice. He was threatening the wrong people. Yeah. So he's going to be facing charges, and that's that. Should we do one more, or I think that's pretty good. That's a lot to choose from.
That is a lot to choose from.
What do you think?
I think that we can do this last one. This last one is pretty short. This last one is pretty short.
Okay. All right. So here's the story. Let's see if we can get this one. This is the Florida man who was found sleeping on a boat after threatening a woman with a knife. A woman said she was threatened with a knife, and deputies came to investigate. They find this 55-year-old man sleeping on a boat just one street away. Apparently, the woman told deputies that Armando Martinez Corrales grabbed a knife from her hands while she was preparing food Wednesday night. When they got to the residence, the victim says Martinez Corrales threatened to stab her and then just left her home. They searched the area, found him sleeping on a boat just the street over. He was taken into custody and charged with aggravated assault. So that's that. And that is Friday Fabulous Florida. And what do you think is your favorite?
This has been Friday Fabulous Florida.
There is a gigantic alligator in my kitchen.
Y'all come back now here.
Let's do a little recap. We got this lady. We'll call her the soda tap water urine test lady. We've got the 30 mattresses dumped in the road. I was going to go pick those up if nobody wanted them, but never did. We've got the Clam Lincoln. We've got the lemon shark beating.
Not so fabulous.
No, we've got Sedition Panda. And we've got threatening police and waving the AK-47 out the window. What do you think?
I'm Panda Express all the way.
You're Panda Express all the way? All right. What do you think, Albert?
I did see some funny things about obviously the shark story was very grim, but I did see some funny comments that I didn't say. It was like a shark attack, but it's a reverse shark attack. I saw one of those comments, so I'm gonna vote for that comment this week.
You're voting for the comment, not necessarily the story. All right.
Well, I do like the I do like the name for the clam too, and also two stories this week: criminals in Florida with 3 names. So I think I think we should start watching that on a weekly basis. All these criminals have 3 names.
It's that when you get the middle name, then you know there's probably a criminal history, right? Mattresses, a lot of votes for Clam Lincoln today. He's kind of a big deal, Clam Lincoln. Yeah.
Do you know who he is?
Yeah. Knife threatening is exhausting. It's the truth. You do need a nap after knife threatening.
And it's not creative.
It isn't. Jacqueline says the fake urine. That is really Florida, and it's so stupid, you know. Delette says Panda. Edward says Clam. Colors of the Wind is for Clam. What's it look like in the voting on the
Clam is in the lead here.
Okay.
So, there's some votes for the Sedition Panda, which is in second place, and then the urine test also is close there.
I feel like the panda could be in a movie. Like Insurrection Panda.
Yeah, I saw that comment too. Insurrection Panda.
Oh, did somebody comment on that?
I saw Cocaine Panda as well. Just
Cocaine Panda, yeah.
And John says it would have been more Florida if the guy was wearing a gator suit. That's true.
That would have been a little too obvious.
Yeah, that would be on the nose, or on the snout.
Yeah.
Clam. I think Clam is going to take the win today. I kind of waffle back and forth between Clam Lincoln and the Panda, but I think I have to go dumb lady. I really do. Because how in the world would you ever think they would know that soda and tap water, you know, they're testing urine. If there's no urine in it, then what a big dummy. So I think
well, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say she wasn't really paying attention in chemistry.
No, you don't think so? No. I think I have to pick her just because, you know, come on. That's just the dumbest thing. But I hear you on the Clam Lincoln. That's a pretty good one too, and I do like Sedition Panda. So, all right, I think what do we have? I think that the Clam is going to be winning this one.
Yep, it's looking like the Clam is winning.
Looking like the Clam. All right, thanks for participating in Friday Fabulous Florida. I got it right.
Oh, did she get a ding?
No, that's not dingable. That is not dingable. That's embarrassing not to get it right after all this time. Thank you, John Daly, for coming on.
Thank you, and I want to send positive vibes and energy to Mark's dad, and we're all thinking of him.
We are all thinking of him and hoping that everything works out for the best, and that he rebounds and that everything's okay and he gets well soon. Mark, by the way, will be broadcasting live from Washington, D.C. Probably not Monday, but the rest of the week. So we have that to look forward to as we go in. He's going to be in D.C., I think, at least all of next week.
So we'll try not to crash the houseboat while he's away.
We'll try not to. Everyone, keep your panda suit in your closet. Don't take a nap on the boat. Everything's going to be okay.
Don't eat that massive clam that you see lying there on the beach.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Thank you, John Daly. We love you. Thank you for